Hey guys, welcome back for another tummy tuck video today. Thank you for stopping by. But we are going to talk about weight loss and my tummy tuck today. If you are curious if my major weight loss has changed the way my tummy tuck looks, or if you are wondering if losing weight will change the way your tummy tuck looks and you have a similar body type to mine, then just keep watching. Hey guys, this is future Brittany while I'm editing this video, whatever. I wanted to hop on here and say that I did cross post this video on both of my channels because there are a lot of people following my tummy tuck on my regular channel and a lot of people that I thought would be curious about it on my weight loss channel. So this video is cross posted. So if you are from one channel or the other, you do not have to go and watch my new video on the other channel because it is the same one. Okay, just wanted to say that. Let's get back to it. Okay, so if this is the first video of mine that you are ever seeing, then welcome. My name's Brittany, and I had a tummy tuck in May of the year 2021. No, 2022. Ooh, okay. My name's Brittany. I had a tummy tuck in May of 2022, and it has been about 8 months since I had it. And over the past 3 months, I have lost a pretty significant amount of weight using Mounjaro for weight loss. I've lost about 34 pounds at this point. Since I went for my pre-op to have my surgery, I have lost 36 pounds, 36 or 37 pounds. So a pretty significant amount of weight loss. Now I did have a plus size tummy tuck. I'm going to insert some pictures. So this one here is what my stomach looked like, what I looked like before I had my tummy tuck here. And then this picture is going to be the last picture that I took that I updated you guys on, which was actually just before or right when I started trying to lose weight. So I really have not shown my stomach or done any updates since then. Now, one of the big concerns that a lot of people who have watched my recent videos have been asking is, did my weight loss affect my surgery? And going into losing weight, actually for a very long time, I sort of had this excuse that I couldn't lose weight because I didn't want to ruin an $11,000 surgery. And so I let that be my excuse for several months. And then one day I got on Instagram and I actually saw Erin Williams talking about Mounjaro, how she had used it to lose the last of her baby weight or most of her baby weight. And I just sort of didn't even think about it. I messaged my doctor, shot him a message and made an appointment, and the rest is history. I was a little bit nervous about messing it up. I'm not gonna lie. And there were a lot of days where I stood in front of the mirror and kind of like pulled and poked and prodded and pinched and tried to make sure that it was not being affected by the weight loss, because the whole time I was like, I don't want to mess up my tummy tuck. I'm definitely going to stop losing weight if my tummy tuck gets messed up. And honestly, it's just such a terrible thought process to have. Because obviously I just wanted to get healthier and I wanted to have more energy for my kids and all of that. So in the end, I decided to just lose weight and kind of go with whatever came of my tummy tuck. Now, I know that there are a lot of people out there that are going to be like, why didn't you lose the weight first? And you know what? I don't know. I just don't know. I feel like having the tummy tuck put me in a better position to lose weight, to lose it effectively, to have the confidence to do it. I feel like this was the way that it was meant to be for me. And that's all I'm going to say about that, because I know I'm going to get those few comments of people saying, you should have lost the weight before you did it. Okay, got it. So I've lost 34 pounds, like I said, and for the most part, I will say that my stomach has not really changed. Now, there is a difference that I'm going to mention that really doesn't bother me, but I know that it can bother some and may bother some people. I've had several people ask if I have a roll of any kind when I'm sitting. And before I lost the weight, that answer was 100% a no. My stomach was so tight that I could not squeeze anything ever. And honestly, it kind of I kind of didn't like it because if I swelled at all, it would be painful because my skin was so tight that there just wasn't any room to expand at all. And so if I would have any swelling, it would just be very painful. Now, since I have lost the weight, actually, you know what? I'm just gonna go ahead and lower the camera and show you what I'm talking about. So since I have lost the weight, when I am sitting, I do have a slight little, I mean, it's really not even a roll though. So I'm sitting now and it's really not a roll. I mean, if I like go way like this, you can see this little bit here. But if I'm sitting normal, you know, this is just kind of relaxed. There's not a roll, you know, there. But I did have, ooh, knocking a candle. Okay. So I didn't have that at all before. I wasn't really able to squeeze anything. I mean, it might have been slightly there if I would have hunched way over, kind of like if I hunch way over now, I have that roll, but that does not bother me. When I'm sitting on the beach in a, you know, beach chair, that's not going to be there. If I'm in some really weird position, even if I like sit and cross my leg and kind of sit like this, it's not there. It's just sort of when I conform my stomach to certain positions now, my stomach has a little bit more give to it, which also could just be because it's sort of relaxed a little bit over the process of the last few months, which also happens from like 6 months to a year after you've had a tummy tuck. So it's probably a combination of all of it. Now, do I have any loose skin again? I'm just gonna go ahead, I think, and stand up and show you what is happening in a second and kind of address all of that at the same time. But I wanna talk about, I guess, two things really quickly before. The first thing is what size pants that I'm wearing. I get that question a lot. Now, when I started my weight loss journey, so after my tummy tuck, before my weight loss journey, I was in this really weird spot. So I could wear 12s in my waist and they fit perfect in my waist, but there was so much extra like on my thighs that they just fit odd. Like they'd be super tight in my thighs and then my waist would be loose. And so then I would go to a 14 and they would be falling down and I would have to hike them up all day. So I was in this really weird spot in pant sizes. And since I went on my weight loss journey, I am now comfortably in a 10 for the most part. Like there are some that are just not stretch that I can wear, or I have to wear 12 in, but for the most part, I'm in a 10 now. So losing the weight has definitely helped slim down my thighs and has helped slim down my hips, which I am going to show you guys in a second, of course. Okay, so the other question that I've gotten asked a few times is if I plan to have any more plastic surgery and if so, when, and all of that stuff. So right now I don't, but if I continue to lose more weight and there ends up being a significant need for that, then I might. The one thing that I am considering doing is my breasts. Now, if you have been following my entire journey, you remember that I had spoken to her about that in my consult, and she had, given me a quote for everything, and it was just out. It was like $22,000 versus the $11,000, and I just didn't care about it that much at that point. Now I have way more deflated girls, and so I don't know. Eventually, at some point, I might do that. I think that I would honestly do that over repairing anything in my stomach. I mean, my stomach's, you'll see in a second, it doesn't need anything right now, in my opinion. Also, the only other thing I might do is some liposuction. And with that, I'm gonna go ahead and stand up and kind of show you what I'm talking about so that you can have a better idea of, what I'm kind of saying as I'm saying it. So let me stand up, I'll be right back. Okay, so don't mind this, my sweatpants. I actually filmed my video from yesterday and I was like, I'm gonna change my shirt, but then I'm like, this looks stupid. So anyway, okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and tuck this in my bra so that I can show you kind of what is going on with my stomach. So this is the way, I'm gonna leave my underwear there for a second, but this is the way that my stomach is looking now. I would say that it is definitely more defined up through there and that my hips have gone down a ton. If you go back and look at my other videos, I was complaining about how wide I thought my hips were in relation to how slim my waist is. And that has definitely changed with the weight loss. Now I'm gonna go ahead and pull this down and show you my scar and everything, and you can see what I mean here. So it is still slightly bigger over on this side, which has always been that way, I think, and I complained about that for a while, but I think it's actually just the way that my like natural body is. So here's my scar here. I haven't shown it in a while. I don't know what that is. Oh, that's just some like, oh, so this is where I had the seroma and had to have it drained and everything. So that's why that is just some thicker scarring, but that's the way my scar looks there. Now, the liposuction I was talking about doing is this. So you can see like as I've lost weight, this has loosened up a lot. And this would be the main thing I complained about here is all this. So she had said something at my follow-up about lipoing like right here and right here under the bra band. But then I think it'll leave a bunch of loose skin. So I'm not really sure, but I do not like this, like, see what I mean there? Kind of hunk of loose skin, but I still cannot squeeze anything when I'm standing. So I don't think that there's been any major, you know, like if I bend over, I can get, you know, a tiny bit, but I can't really squeeze anything if I'm standing up. Now, I do notice that it jiggles a little bit more like this if I just poke at it. Or like, not really even if I wiggle, just a little bit, like up here seems to be where it got a little bit looser. Down here, it's all about the same, but I like it better. I like the way that it is sort of fallen to look more natural and more, you know, not like, I feel like my stomach looks like more like a natural stomach now than it did before I lost the weight, even though it does have a little bit of jiggle. But there's some, you know, this over here jiggles. This side's always been worse. So this side, the roll there is also bigger. See, then the roll there is tiny. It's a tiny little thing. And this side, it's like way bigger. See? So there's my butt crack. You probably didn't want to see that, but that's what I mean. So this whole side just has more like fat on it, and I'm not really sure why, but I'm not really complaining either. So that's kind of what everything is looking like right now. I don't regret losing weight at all, for sure. I don't think that it's made any major difference on my stomach. I think that if I lost a significant amount more, the doctor said that I might have a little bit of loose skin, like up here, that they could, something about going vertically and then, you know, like cutting some out and then pulling it in. But she doesn't think that I'll end up with any here because there just isn't any like left there. Like if I bend over and squeeze I mean, the amount of hanging loose skin that I could possibly have there is very minimal, is basically what she said. Cause I can't, like I said, I still can't even squeeze. So there's that. So yeah, with all of that being said, I feel like my tummy tuck has stood up to weight loss very well. So if you are somebody who is considering losing weight after having a tummy tuck, you know, my doctor at the last appointment that I went to, she was like, you know, it's only going to make it better. It's only going to make your result better. And that's sort of what all the research said that I did online as well. Like gaining weight is going to ruin or make it look worse or whatever, but losing weight is only going to improve your results. So if you're scared to lose weight after a tummy tuck, let me be your example and don't be afraid. So I hope that you enjoyed this video and this little update. If you're new here from my other channel, I would love to have you subscribe and stick around for my sort of body transformation, weight loss, health journey thing, if you're interested in that. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. I will see you guys next week. I hope you have a fantastic weekend. Bye.